Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. My name is Jeffrey Asamaganda, and I'm the founder of the Action Wealth Academy, the Action Wealth System, and the Action Wealth series of guidebooks and training programs that helps individuals and companies everywhere, help them to be the very best they can be within their chosen field or market. Because I believe today you have to be competitive, because the world is becoming much more competitive in your local market or international market as well as international. But also it help you go a step further and help you to create multiple streams of income, because today, whether you're a business or an individual, you cannot afford to rely on one income. It's like putting all your eggs in one basket and just pray that nothing happens to that particular basket. It's never a good idea, and I don't recommend it. So we help you to use what you have and create what I describe as multiple streams of income. But also we take you a step further to understand it's not how much money you're going to make, it's how much money you're going to keep. So we help you to keep more of your money, protect it, make it work for you, because if you don't protect it and put your money to work, you can never achieve the success or the security, the financial security that you're looking for. In order for you to go on and feel free to go and live a life that you believe and you deserve, at the same time, go and focus on something that makes you feel good, makes you feel that you're making a difference in the world. So the whole purpose of us being on this planet is go through this journey of life by making not only our life to be better, but the rest of the world to be better, because we're here. Because we're here and we made a difference. Purely because we don't take anything we work for with us, but we live here to create foundations and programs to make a difference in the world. That's what my company does. That's what we do. But you see, every week I record at least one short video like this, answering a question that came either from my students, my friends, people I meet in the speeches and seminars that I go to. But this particular question came a week before, but last week I was so busy traveling I didn't get a chance to answer it. It came from one of my students on my financial education program, who really asked me that, Jeffrey, you're going about writing a book, but you see, my motivation is all about money. What are the reasons should I be writing a book for? I wanted to touch that question because I'm launching a new program, the Action Wealth Elite program, where I'm helping experts and some people like you have something you want to share with the world, to position, package, and promote yourself as an expert. And also in the process of doing so, we're creating programs to help you to write books. And I've helped hundreds of people for the last 5 years to write and publish their material and share with the world. Let me tell you some of the reasons why people actually decide to write books. Yes, you're right. The first reason is to make money. People want to make extra money. Today, people can't rely on one income. They need to create extra income. But I think what confuses people when people read newspapers and say that writing a book cannot make you wealthy, they're absolutely right. A book by itself never going to make you wealthy. A book's only cost about $10, $20, give or take. So you need to sell many books to make enough money to become filthy wealthy. And if you're being published by a publisher, they're going to take most of the money anyway. You don't keep that much. However, if you use the model that I teach to self-publish and take control of your material and your information and share it the way I show you to do this through our elite program, trust me, you can make a reasonable extra income by marketing your knowledge and your material to the people, to the rest of the world. It is true that majority of the books being published, they never sell more than 500 copies. It is true. But if you follow a self-published program and model, you can sell 10,000, 100,000. You can sell as many copies yourself. Don't rely on anyone else to do it for you. You can do it yourself, and we can show you exactly how to do that. But even if you took the smallest number, you say, you know what? I'm going to sell 2,000 copies a year. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. 2,000 copies a year at, let's say, $15 each. That's what? 30,000 US dollars. So extra 30,000 US dollars, take off, okay, let's say a book cost you $2 each to print. Take off 4,000 to print those books. You make 26,000. 26,000, that's really an extra $2,000 plus, give or take, extra income. and we'll show you strategies to do so. That money could be the money, and if you do the Action Wealth way, we can show you how to take that 26,000 US dollars and really invest it in investment strategies like real estate and buying equipment, or invest in the stock market, or invest in some stuff that you can do, so that money can double the following year. So becoming wealthy doesn't require you to make a lot of money, but it requires you to learn it's not much money you're going to make, how much money you're going to keep, and how you're going to make that money work for you. So the first reason why people write books is to make money, and we can show you how to do that. The second reason is to market their product. You see, when you have something to sell, you're going to spend money in marketing. The reason why your product's not making you that much money because you're not marketing that particular product. A book will market your product more than anything else you can imagine. Number 3 is to market yourself. You see, people buy from people they know and people they trust. And really one of the things that I suggest is learn to build your personal brand. Let people know who you are, what you stand for, and what you believe in. And writing a book help you to achieve that. You know, some people write books because they need to get themselves free publicity. They want to get themselves on TV or on radio. You see, in the Western world, where you don't have to pay people to put you on television, you have to have something good to say. But in order for these producers to bring you on their shows, they have to know that you're an expert in that particular subject. And it doesn't matter what the subject is. One day they'll need to interview someone in that particular subject. And all they need to find out, they're going to pull up a book, go online, search it. As long as they find you and you're available at that breakfast, interview they want to make, or whatever the time they're supposed to do, the book will get you there. And it will teach you strategies how to get yourself and give yourself the opportunity to have free publicity. How about speaking? Speaking engagement. You see, a book will open doors for you, and it will help you basically go and be invited to speak and in places, from churches to local community groups to forums to meeting groups in your local market, to massive conventions that I've been invited to speak on, because books do that. I've been invited to speak some of the most prestigious places in the world, and I never thought I would ever have the opportunity to do so. But because I've written 5 books on subjects like financial literacy for teens and their parents, expert strategies that help you to package and promote yourself as an expert, how to become a great project manager and business consultant, how the 50 business you can publish, you can start with less than £1,000, how to invest in real estate, how you turn your business and turn into a business can give you life instead of taking the life that you have, how to learn how to make money online, how to create multiple streams of income. In these particular subjects I've written about, people would invite me to go and speak. Some I agree, some I don't. But when I get a chance, I really go, because you do this to learn, to share your message with the rest of the world. So the ability for you to get on these conventions and share your message on a bigger stage is really important. That's one of the reasons people do this. Sometimes people want to create multiple streams of income. You see, if you follow our motto, we teach you not to just write a book, but take a book, turn it into an ebook, an audiobook, a special report, a DVD, a workshop, a consultancy, a mentoring, a seminar, a webinar, a speaking, a keynote speech, a home study course, a retreat program, an affiliate program. You can basically create a licensing, package all this stuff or application. Really, you can turn that message in the book and turn it to 10 or 20 different income streams. Create multiple streams of income is one of those reasons that people go for. The 7th reason, people want to get traffic. They want to drive more people to their website. By giving away a copy of your book, or you use your book as a business card, you can actually drive more people. You see people today throw away business cards all the time. You give somebody a business card, as soon as you turn away, just trash it in the bin, because they get many of those. But people don't throw books away. They keep them. So the best way to use it to generate traffic for your website, for generate leads for you, is really a book can help you be able to do that. What about educating yourself on your topic? One of the reasons people come to my program because they want to really articulate their message in a way that they can be able to distribute and share that message with the rest of the world. So by the time you finish going through writing a book, you really know more about that message of yours than before. So it's really important for you to learn from this, because you see when we teach, we don't teach because the people we teach benefit the most. We teach because we benefit the most. Like I said, by the time you finish researching on that subject and learn and write and finish that particular book, you will know more about that subject than anyone else. Number 9 is, really to open more doors, open bigger markets. You see, today you can jump on a plane and just pick any city and just use social media, put an advert in the paper and tell them you're the author of so, and people come and meet you, and you can really open a new market just like that. You authored the book, so it's quite easy for people to connect with you because you're known as somebody who really authored the book, an expert in a specific subject. Anywhere you go in the world, people will be more than happy wanting to deal with you in that particular environment. The 11th area, you can actually get bigger and bigger contracts of consulting. If you in the consulting business, some people write books because they want to become more to access more markets, and most importantly win more contracts for whatever they do. You see, I have one of my books is how to become a super successful business consultant in your chosen field, and I tell you, that book opened more doors for me. It got me some of the biggest real estate investment, project management jobs than any other thing I've ever tried to do. Because when I show up, I've written a book teaching people to become more better consultants, project managers. Of course, you're going to look at me first before you look at anyone else. So before I show up, it's part of my presentation that I send you that I teach people to do this. So I should know. Number 11, it gives you the credibility. You see, books gives credibility. You see, people authored books on specific subject. I've known they are seen in the marketplace as people who are credible. So if you want to achieve the highest credibility in your marketplace, write a book. So number 12 is network your way to success. You see, I said earlier you can jump on the plane and go into any city, but I tell you what, the book not only allows you to network quickly and meet people and give them your book as a business card, it also allows other people to connect with you and tell other people, come and meet my friend, he's the author of so and so. Come and meet my friend, he's the author of so and so. It gives you something to easily talk about. People say, what you do? I'm the author of da da da. Oh, interesting. What do you do? So by you starting to communicating with them, people start to easily associate themselves with you, and if find the right groups of people who have the same interest, you can easily move on, which best leads me to point number 13. You are now an expert. Some people write books because they want to position themselves in the marketplace as experts, and really that's one of the reasons for me I write books. The 5 books I've written really support my 5 businesses in those particular areas, because I wanted to use the book as my number 1 marketing tool, and it is. Some people write the book because they want to get a better job. You see, if you're already in the job today and you wanted to get a better job, the best way to start getting a new job is when you're still in the job. You don't wait until you've lost the job to start looking for a job. So sometimes it's better to start looking for a job when you are in the job. And if you write a book today on that particular subject, when you're looking for a better job, I mentioned about contracts, but it's the same thing if you want to get a better job. Some people write the books, number 15, because they want to travel the world. You see, today you can use your book to take you around the world, and you can actually call it a business travel. You're traveling for business, which means you can, for tax purposes, you can use it to write off some of those expenses. You can learn to use it to help you basically open new markets and travel, if that's what you want to do. Some people want to position themselves in the marketplace to write columns in their newspapers, because it's very expensive to get yourself advertised, to advertise these newspapers every single week. But if you're an expert, you can basically start writing columns in either in the local magazines or newspapers or any of these publications that basically specializes in this particular field of yours. Some people want to write books who want to meet famous people. You see, if you ever want to attract good people, you need to be attractive. If you want to meet famous people, you need to be seen as famous yourself. So there's no point in trying to meet someone who's actually credible, going some places, doing something important, changing and make a difference in the world when you're actually not doing anything. So by you actually publishing your book, it gives you the ability to meet people already in business or in entertainment who are actually already doing something that is actually doing good. Which basically brings me to a key point that I love. You can use the book to raise money for good charities and for good causes. If you have a belief that there's some, marginalized community or you're a good cause you believe in, hey, write a book. Take your message, your experiences, and use it to make a difference in others. You're right. It's not about making the money, but making a difference in other people's lives. So you can use the book to raise money for good causes. My books, I raise money for Give Blood, I raise money for water, and raise money for the youth program where you teach kids around the world to look at themselves as job creators instead of job seekers, because the world has changed so much that our kids need to grow up in a different way of thinking. Instead of go look for a job, they need to look how to create jobs for others, because that way there's no competition, because lots of people looking for jobs. So we need to help our people, especially for people come from developing nations where we need more job creators as to job seekers, because that's what seems to be the education system seems to be doing. Number 19 is really to inspire your children and your family. You see, for me, I didn't know how important writing is, because all of a sudden your children, they start to realize, if my dad can do this or my mom can do this, come on, I can do this. Because your kid's always going to think you're an idiot. They don't look at you thinking you're this super wonderful guy or wonderful, woman. They just look at you, their mom or their dad, who they don't think is very cool all of a sudden. But when they go out and meet their friends tell them how wonderful, their dad or their mom is, because she wrote this incredible document or book, basically seemed to be making a difference. They saw that in the library, or they saw that on TV. They start all of a sudden to think, what, if mommy can do that, I can do, dad can do this, I can do this too. And the other thing is, one of the reasons I wrote Financial Literacy for Teens and their Parents, because I wanted to teach my kids about money. And the only way to do it, I needed to learn myself. And second, I wanted to make it very clear to them that because I'm doing it, well, they better get on with it, because I'm never going to stop talking about it. And really the final part, number 20, is to make a difference in the world. You see, I don't know about you, but I'm sure we're all going to be asking ourselves that particular question when you're on our deathbed, or we go to heaven, if there's such a thing as heaven. I'm sure you're going to be asking yourself, did we really do enough? I don't think all of us can say we did enough. But I believe right now, if you're still watching this particular video, it means that you're one of those people who really want to make a difference in the world. There's no reason why we should just work to just impact just ourselves and our family members only. We need to think further. We need to think, how can I impact people, not just my family and my community, my village, my city, my district, my country, my continent, my world, because we're all able to do this. I don't understand why we can have people who all go on to make a difference in the world. And sometimes you ask yourself, where would we be if these people didn't exist? I ask myself a question every day, and I try to ask that question to my kids, to kids I meet all over the world. I think those 20 points can give you some ideas why people write books and why you should consider to do the same thing. But I want to keep this video short. I'm already over 19 minutes. But until next time, if you have any question on this particular subject, you're more than welcome to email me and inbox me. Until then, you take care. God bless. Bye for now.